Welcome, guys. We're back. We are here with Ventures. We are back at it with another live review. This time, we're going to be doing a review of a headset I didn't had in the tech office closet or whatever the hell it is. It's been back there. We're going to be doing a review of this. Boom. Turtle Beach Recon 200 wire in the white colorway headset. Yes, the camera just did that. I don't know why. We're doing a review of this Turtle Beach Recon 200 colorway headset. As you can see, it is available for multiple platforms. Don't mind this. Ventures is rough with his stuff. It is available for Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Switch, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. So, we all love unboxings, right? Let's unbox it here. As you can see, well, you want to look at the back of the box, right? All this good stuff. All this great stuff. It's going in through. We appreciate you guys stepping in. What's up, Gas? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Lost Boy, for stepping in. We're doing a review of this headset. As you can see, for you guys who like packaging, you can see the headset here. It's a Recon. Not much on this side. Back side is just going to explain a lot of what we got going on here. A couple of volume settings, some nice drivers, drop down headset, barcode stuff on the bottom. Nothing crazy. Let's just get into it. This is opening up. So I've had this headset for probably about 2 years. It's been sitting back there when I was really, just buying shit. And I've had this headset for a while, and so we're just going to get into it. When you open this headset up, you're going to get the common egg crate dingy design that they like to do with some of this stuff. Again, this headset is not of the highest quality. It's kind of a basically more of a budget headset. You know, we do budget stuff around here, guys, so that's cool. That's what it's going to be doing. So, as you can see, you get your product information here. All the stuff that you just throw away since head side, which is why. And then the headset itself, as you can see, it's wrapped into plastic, as you normally comes in. We're going to take apart, and we're going to get right into this, guys. Now, if you might notice, if you go to the website, this is a Gen 1 version. They have a Gen 2 version that's going to look a little bit different, but it's going to have a lot of the same properties as this one does. They haven't changed it up too much. So if you happen to say, this looks a little different from what I have on the website, so where I'm going to be getting it from my retailer, it's roughly the same. Going to be just a couple small differences, and those differences are going to be in the ear cuffs. They're going to be more of a mesh design, a little bit softer. They changed a little bit of design. They kind of went with more of a grayish design instead of the black. A little bit more gray. And mostly everything else is roughly the same. So let's get into straight up, as I like to get into, just like the build. This is the build quality of the headset. As you can see, it's white. They do sell this in a black colorway as well. These earphones cuff in and out, so you can take it. Oh, I got a headset on. You can rest it against your shoulders when you're not really using it. It's basically mostly an all plastic design, except for the inside band, which has got that little bit of a metal there to keep it from, as you know, if you have headsets enough, they break. So you can kind of have a little bit of twist to it. Nothing too crazy. The plastic will still break, but it will allow it to be able to stretch extremely far. If you have a giganto head, I don't. I'm blessed that way. But if you do have that, it does have a lot of stretch if you really need that. So it is a plastic design. It has a little bit of a carbon fiber finish up top. I don't know if you guys can see it. We're trying to see if we can get that close to your show. A little bit of design. Turtle Beach at the top, a little bit of a design there. Go to the side of the ear cuff. Like you see his logo, Turtle Beach logo there. This particular side, it's got the drop down mic. This would be your left ear cuff. As you can see there, very short mic. This mic is not adjustable. It's just a hard plastic microphone. We'll get into that later. And then the same thing on the right hand side, you get to see a lot of the Turtle Beach logoing and design here. A little bit of plastic around the ear cup, and that's all going on. You look into the inside, you got the Turtle Beach logoing right above the drivers. Soft, faux leather kind of ear cuffs. you know, squishy, squishy, squishy. So you got that available, and also, you know, that's what it comes with. Now, build quality wise, it is pretty much mid grade. You're going to get mid grade to budget kind of build quality. You're not going to get anything like HyperX when you can stretch it from this wall to this wall and then stretch it all the way out, and it can go across the country because it's just that good. No, you're going to have just decent quality, and I think for the price point, it's pretty good. Getting into other aspects of the headset, obviously you're going to look right on the left ear cup. We're going to have a lot of different settings. So here, we're going to start with these volumes. Now, this headset actually has a special kind of losing my words. Has a special kind of battery inside of here. So this headset is also wired, which we'll get into in a second. But it has a battery on the inside, so that means that it has a bass boost inside of this particular driver. These drivers are 40 millimeter drivers. They're not 50 millimeter or anything like that. So again, you're going to get that mid-range price point. So they're going to have some bass and some boom, but they're pretty decent for it. So we got these two rockers here. You got one rocker here, volume rocker, and another rocker here. Well, because this headset allows you to not adjust just what's in the ear cuffs, but also allows you to adjust what's in the mic. They have two different settings. The microphone setting can be adjusted there, and the volume rocker for what you hear, the output out of the drivers, out of your ear cuffs, also have sound coming out. They can both be adjusted on the fly right on the end of the headset. Me personally, I would rather it be inline inside of the actual headphone line. You know, that just seems like a little easier. But if you don't have a problem with being able to go across the backside of your headset and adjust volumes, that's a pretty good idea. And I do like that there is two separate ones. So if you want to separate your actual mic and volume and your mic down, you can volume down from there. Or if you just want to trump your volume, you have different controls to be able to adjust that on the fly without software or anything like that. So that's always a good thing. Here you have your power button here, and I'll see if I can show it a little bit for you. It's kind of hard to see, won't focus. But this button right here is the power button. That button allows you to switch it from Xbox to PlayStation as well. So, you know, obviously, you know, they have different sound settings and things like that, but you can actually adjust that to either one or the other. So again, this is a multi-platform headset. Will work for the Switch, and if you're using it for just basic PC settings and, you know, just a headset, it will work for that as well. But you can definitely do that and switch it to either one. Once that's powered on, you will see a light up. Let's see if I can get that to show. Let's see. You see a green light up, that means you know that it's lit and it is powered. That power actually allows this driver in this particular headset to allow extra bass and boom to actually go in. It does provide a little bit of surround sound if you are using it for Xbox. So you have that extra boom. If you guys play a lot of shooters, you want to hear those extra footsteps. You want to hear those crisper details. This headset is unique in that way, where a lot of times you will have to adjust it through software. Again, this is all built into the ear cuff, so that's one cool design about it that I do like. Again, the ear cuffs are pretty soft. The inside are pretty average size. If you have big ears, again, if you got a big head, the band will fit, but I wish they made the ear cuffs a little bigger. They just don't really I don't particularly like them. They seem pretty small. So it'll work really well if you have a small head. If you're getting it for maybe a child or something like that, that would be pretty decent. I think that would work for their ears. You know, I mean, if you like me, you got small ears, ain't a problem. Ventures ain't got no problem with small ears, but you know, some of you guys are challenged. We won't get into that. But anyway, let's go. We're gonna go talking about the microphone now. Microphone is a drop-down mic. As you can see, it's all plastic. There's no adjustment. You can't adjust it here and there. It's not like this particular microphone right here, which, you know, you can bend and do all these different things. Again, this is a PC mic or what have you. So, and then it's going to be an upgraded quality. This particular mic is not adjustable. It comes down, and that can be actually an issue, or it can be a plus. So it all really depends. When you're looking at this mic, if you have it drop down in particular, I'll show you right now. You let this microphone drop down like this, right on the edge here, then You can see where it hits around the side of the face. Sometimes you might want it a little closer to your mouth. This actually gets right around the middle of the cheek area. So it's far enough for your face to where it's not have a whole bunch of explosions when you're saying pop, 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 stuff like that. It's a little further away, but it sometimes you want a little closer. So if that's a downside for you, you want something that's really close to your face or something like that, then I don't know, that might be a deal breaker. But again, it doesn't really go up or do anything like that. The microphone does mute and unmute by lifting it up here and down. And then, of course, you can adjust it with the volume rocker there. So I like that it has options, and it feels pretty decent to pull up and down. There's no audible click, as you can see. It goes just all the way back and all the way up. Some microphones have a little bit of a click when you know that it's actually in place and it's muted. This doesn't have that. You just have to hear the sound that goes off. So again, plus or minuses about that. As far as the ear cups are concerned, as you can just hear, these ear cups are very soft. They're very light. This particular design ear cuff all really depends on your experience. I think if you have this on for about a good 2 hours, it will probably tend to be pretty well. If you have a nice smaller head, if your head's larger or you wear it for longer than 2 hours, this might not be the actual headset for you. For me, in my experience, these type of ear cuffs tend to get a little sweaty in the warmer weathers, and also they if it's not a tight grip on your head, or if it's too tight, they're either gonna slip or it's gonna be really uncomfortable. Shorter gaming sessions, these are a go. Longer gaming sessions, I would not suggest them. The drivers again are 40 millimeter because of the actual drivers that's in here for this particular headset. You do get pretty good sound from my experience. I have tested these out before, and they work really well when it comes down to extra booms and explosions. If you guys play shooters, or you want something that you just maybe you just want to listen to some music or something like that, you'll get some pretty decent sound. They're not going to be top quality. They're not going to be, you know, your Astro A50s. You're not going to be some of your HyperX Cloud 2s or something like that, or something of a higher quality. No real Steel Series, you know, 7s or nothing like that. You're going to get some pretty decent sound coming from this headset, though. It's not too bad. So other than that, again, they have the actual, I'll show you the inside. You have rubber on the top of the head, so if you guys are a little sensitive around the top of the head, if you're like me with the true absolute sexiness up there, or you don't even have that, this is going to give you a little bit of comfort. My testing, this really helps. It doesn't really cause a lot of pain on the top of your head. This doesn't really get bad. The ear cuffs, though, are another story. 2 hours max if you have a larger head. If you're a child, maybe it might work a little bit better. Going down into the cable. Now, this is where I have a actual problem with the headset. This cable here is your standard 4-foot standard 3.5 millimeter cable, plugged into wherever you need it to. If you guys are using a PC, let me just mention you do want to probably get a splitter for your audio and your microphone, and use that splitter. That will work a little better. If you guys are on the console, should work just fine. Plugs right into. I got a PlayStation controller right now, so if you're plugging into like a PlayStation controller, Xbox controller, don't mind me. This is a attachment. You put it right into the bottom side of the attachment here. Controller, good to go. No problem. Wherever your 3.5 millimeter headset plugs into, it will work for pretty much just about anything. Switch as well. It should work just fine. My problem is with this. Now, this is going to be a personal preference. If you guys are like me, and you can be rough with your product sometimes, I do not like rubber cables when it comes down to headsets. I prefer a braided cable. I think they last longer. I think they're more durable. I just like them for that particular reason. This, to me, at the price that they're selling this for, it could have been upgraded to a braided cable. I've seen headsets half the cost. Braided cable was included. I think Turtle Beach dropped the ball with this. And I don't think they increased it on the actual new item as well. I think the new current gen item has stained plastic cable. Don't quote me on that. That would have to be double checked. I'll have to look at the listing again. For where I can see, it looks like the same. Yeah, it's not really changed. So that's the downside. It might not be a downside for you, but I figure I just mentioned that. So other than that, let's go with comfort. Now, I just put it on my head. Again, for the few seconds I put it on my head, it feels good. Um, as I said, for me, it feels great. I have a very small head. I have a bulbous type of massive frame. I'm just built that way. Don't ask me why. I am. So a lot of good food and hard living. That's not the point. The point is this: you have a very bomb ass fit if you have a very decent head. If your child wants to have a headset like this, if you have a very smaller head, these are great. They feel wonderful. They just have just a nice right fit. The headband doesn't feel like it's going to be sticking too far out. It feels snug. Um, I'll show you without a hat. I have no hair, so for someone with no hair like that, you can see how it might fit on your head. It's very, very snug there. Of course, it's a little bent because of the way I bent it, but it works really well. It sits really well on the head. As you can see, it doesn't have a lot of slip. The ear cuffs fit just about perfect. They fit really, really well. It doesn't feel like it's digging into any one of your particular places. Now, they say that this design actually works well for people who wear glasses because of this design around the top. That people with glasses should be able to wear them comfortably without any like intrusion of them pushing the actual handles of the glasses into their face or anything like that. So that's something that's a plus. It's comfortable. If you get used to where this is, I don't particularly like those. Like I said, I prefer inline, but once you get used to it, it's a comfortable feel. You're not really having to worry about whether or not you can hear or not, or get the microphone to work properly. You can get your fingers used to this after a little while, but it's just not my particular thing. Other than that, the comfort of these headsets, if you have a smaller head, and let me emphasize that, is great. It's wonderful. It feels good. If you're a little bit on the larger size head, I don't know if I can. I don't know. It's just not. It's just not going to work for you very well. I think that you might probably be a deal breaker for you. But other than that, it is great. Again, there's not much else to say about it. The number one thing I do want to get into is probably going to be price. And let's see if we can pull that up for you really quick here. Just a second. Let's see if we can do this here. All right. So this is the black colorway currently on Amazon. At the time of this review, it's currently at $49.99. That's the current price of it. You can get this cheaper or a little more depending on where you get it from. So $50 for this headset. You can get it normally. I think the price is okay. Well, let me tell you what I think the price is. I think the price is a little high, which gets me into what I overall think about this headset. I think price-wise, it's a bit too expensive. Now, I've got this a couple years ago. It was a little bit more popular during the PlayStation 4 days when it was more actually, more useful and not the next gen consoles and stuff. So I got it back then, and I thought it was a pretty decent headset. In today's age, at the way headsets are now, I can't 100% suggest this headset unless that price is drops. If you can get it for $15 cheaper, it's a go. If not, then I would suggest something like the Astro A10s, which we all know Astro has amazing, impeccable sound. It's some of the best out there. I would look into some of the Wired Steel series headsets. If you're looking for those are also really great. At this price point, I just can't suggest it. But if a holiday sale comes on, or you can find it at a cheaper price, $10-15, give it a try. It's worth it. Give it a go, man. I really think you guys would enjoy it. Other than that, this is going to be my review of this headset, man. If you guys like it, you do like this headset, you do like the review, you say Venturous, you just I don't know why you're doing reviews. Leave a comment down below and let your boy know. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews like this, or more if you want something a little more written reviews. I do content reviews on a weekly basis, so definitely hit that subscribe button. Other than that, guys, this is going to be the end of the review. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Peace out. We're going to keep that flame going aside for gaming, and we will see you next time here on the Vision Channel. Peace out.